So let us discuss what is called coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation. And coefficient of variation is calculated by the formula is equals to sigma by x bar into 100. Please write coefficient of variation is equals to sigma by x bar into 100, or sigma means standard deviation divided by mean into 100. So where we use this coefficient of variation? Like, think about when we compare two persons. Say, uh, in a cricket match, say two players has scored in the last. Please write this data. In the last 10 innings, player A has scored 50, 61, 35, 69, 108, 27, 9, 73, 0, কতগুলো হলো 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 45. In the last 10 innings, player A has scored. Are you writing? All of you are writing?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
50, 61, 35, 69, 108, 27, 09, 73, 0 and 45. In last 10 innings, player A has scored this, and player B has scored 11, 26, 57, 83, 75, 41, 67, 43, 59, কতগুলো হলো 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and say 08. Okay, player B has scored 11, 26, 57, 83, 75, 41, 67, 43, 59 and 8. Okay, now my
Yes,
question
sir.
is, which player is more consistent? Which player is more consistent? To find this, we will calculate the coefficient of variation for both the players. To find which player is more consistent, we will calculate the coefficient of variation for both the players. And that player for which the coefficient of variation is less is more consistent player. So that means what we need to do? So for A, we will find out. So for A and for B, we will find out the mean and standard deviation for A, and we will find out the mean and standard deviation for B. Can you do it quickly? So what is the mean for A? Add and divide by 10. What is the value? What is the mean of B? Quickly. So please find out the mean and standard deviation for A and B. Standard deviation formula is
Sir, 47.7.
for A, and for B,
Yes,
আরেকজন
sir.
47.7 is okay.
47. 47 for B.
47.7. Hello, please somebody tell me, somebody else.
And sir, second one is 47.
So x A bar is 47.7 and x B bar is 47.
47.
Okay, and please find out the standard deviation for A and standard deviation for B. Remember, for standard deviation, what is the formula? system
Yes,
xi
sir.
square by n minus x bar whole square, that square root. So please calculate quickly. Oh, sorry. So what we get? What we get from our data? What we get for A and for B? What we get? X A bar is 47.7. Sigma A is 30.46,
30.46.
and for B X B bar হচ্ছে 47,
47.
47.
and sigma B is 24.552 or 58.
7.
57, sir.
57. So according
Yes,
to
sir.
the formula for coefficient of variation, what we get is 67.
The first one is sir 63.86.
Okay, 63.86%,
86.
and এটা
Yes,
হচ্ছে
sir.
coefficient of variation for B
52.28.
52.28%. So that means
Yes, sir.
for B the coefficient of variation is less.
Yes, sir.
For
So
B
this player is more
B
consistent.
is more consistent. So player B is more consistent. So that is the decision. So you have to find out the coefficient of variation. For this case, you have to find out the coefficient of variation. I'll take 5 more minutes. I'll do another problem, and if you can do this problem quickly, please write. Please write the problem. Uh, a group of 100 students.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay, for a group of in a group of 100 students, there are 45 girls whose average marks in mathematics is say 57.6. In a group of 100 students, there are 45 girls. Their average marks, average marks of the girls in mathematics is 57.6, and the standard deviation is 10.58. Okay,
Marks is 56 point.
I've written. Can you see? I think I've written. The
No,
average
sir.
marks of the girls is 57.6
10.6.
and standard deviation is 10.58. If the average marks of all the students, if average marks of all the students is 55.23, 55.2, and find the average marks for boys and standard deviation of boys.
So this 10.58 is
Sorry. If please let me finish. If the average marks of all the 100 students in mathematics is 55.2 and standard deviation is 11.37, find the average marks of boys and standard deviation for boys. I'm repeating the data again. I'm repeating the data again. So I have how many total? How many 100 students? So 100 students.
Yes, sir.
These are boys and these are girls. So for 100 students, that means n equals to 100. What is the average marks for all the 100 students in mathematics? X bar is how much I have said?
55.2.
55.2, and standard deviation is 11.23, something like that. Hello? 11 point?
7. 37.
I can't hear.
Sir, 3
11.
7.
For all the students, the standard deviation of marks is 11.3.
37.
37.
কারোরটাই ভালো শোনা যাচ্ছে না 11.37.
7. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, and the average marks of them is 55.5. Sorry, 55.2. Now for the girls, how many girls are there? There are 45 girls. That's what I've said. So there are 45 girls and their average marks is 50. কত?
7.6.
57.6 and their standard deviation is 10.58.
0.58.
So you have
Yes,
to
sir.
find out the average marks of the boys and their standard deviation. This is what you have to find out. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how can you do that?
I
I think somebody is seeing this particular problem is called combined mean and combined standard deviation problem. So combined mean and SD. So please write for a group of N1. So we have two groups. Suppose we have two groups. One group has number of elements is N1 and their mean is x1 bar and standard deviation is sigma 1. And another group that is N2, number of elements is N2, their mean is x2 bar and the standard deviation is sigma 2. Okay? Is it okay? So if you
Yes, sir.
combine all of them, then total number of elements n equals to how much?
100.
No, in this case,
In
symbolically,
this case.
n1 plus
Okay.
n2.
Into.
Yeah. n1 plus n2. Then the combined mean will be obtained by x bar equals to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar by n1 plus n2. That is combined mean. And combined standard deviation will be obtained by sigma equals to root over of n1 sigma 1 square plus n2 sigma 2 square plus n1 d1 square plus n2 d2 square by n1 plus n2, where d1 equals to x bar minus x1 bar and d2 equals to x bar minus x2 bar. আবার বলছি,
So square গুলো কি হোল স্কয়ার নাকি শুধু সিগমা স্কয়ার?
হোল স্কয়ার হলে ব্র্যাকেট দিয়ে লিখতাম। n1 sigma 1 square means you square sigma 1, then you multiply it with n1. Please আবার বলছি, the formula for combined mean is x bar equals to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar by n1 plus n2, and sigma is the combined standard deviation is equals to n1 sigma 1 square plus, otherwise আমি বলতাম n1 sigma 1 whole square. There is a difference the way I am saying. n1 sigma 1 square means the square is only with sigma 1. n2 sigma 2 square plus n1 d1 square plus n2 d2 square by n1 plus n2 whole পুরোটাই রুটের মধ্যে, where d1 equals to x1 x minus sorry d1 equals to x bar minus x1 bar, d2 equals to x bar minus x2 bar. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, for this particular problem, what are the values that are given? What are the values given? N1 is given,
Yes, sir. 45.
N2 is given,
Sir, N2 is given 55.
fine.
Yes, sir. We can
Because
calculate.
yes, N1 is 45, N2 is 55, fine. Because N1 plus N2 is 100, I have said 100 students. What else is given?
Yes, sir.
X1 bar is given
X1 bar is given.
as,
X bar is given.
right.
Sigma
So,
is given and
slowly,
sigma 1.
slowly. X1 bar is
X1
57.6.
57.6.
57.6. Sigma 1 is also given
10.58.
10.58. X2 bar is not given. This is what you have to find out. And sigma
Sir,
2 is
sigma 2 is not given.
not given.
Yes, sir.
But combined mean X bar is given. Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
X bar is
Yes, sir.
55.2
2.
and sigma is also given. That is
Yes, sir.
11.37.
37.
So all these values
37.
are given. Calculate sigma x2 bar and sigma 2. I'll give you 5 minutes. Quickly do it, and that will complete today's class. Oh, wow, you have a class. So sorry. So what will be the expression? Expression will be 11.37 is equals to square root of 45 into this 45 is
Sir,
n1
the-
10.58
yes, sir. That
square plus 55 sigma 2 square plus 45 into 2.4 square plus 55 into 4.36 square whole by 100 তাই তো এখান থেকে simplify করে you will find out sigma 2 is how much I have said 12.09. How you solve it? First square it, then cross multiply by 100, then subtract, then simplify. 55 দিয়ে ভাগ করতে হতো আর একটু বেশি হবে মনে হচ্ছে হতে পারে আমিও ভুল করেছি 55 দিয়ে ভাগ করে
Sir, D2 is
D1 is yes.
D1 is 5.76 and D2 is 3.84.
Yes, sir.
তাই
হ্যাঁ স্যার
আমাদের
ফিগারগুলো
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার মাল্টিপ্লাই করার পরে ফিগারগুলো হচ্ছে 5040
না আমি যেটা জিজ্ঞেস করছিলাম যে ওই ভ্যালুটা কত 55 পয়েন্ট কত x1
Sir, my
x1 is
Sir,
55.2
55.2.
and x1 bar is
57.6.
57.6 তো সাবট্রাক্ট করলে কত হয় 2.4 তো হয়
Sir, square root korbo. Acha. Okay. You have not
Okay.
done the square root.
what is square root first you subtract then you square so 2 point plus minus 2.4 square আর plus 2.4 square আলাদা হয় নাকি
নো স্যার
আর আরেকটা কি ছিল 53 আরেকটা কি ছিল x2 বার কত বেরিয়েছে
53.4
53.224 বলেছিলাম
24 আচ্ছা
হ্যাঁ তো 24 হলে 57.6 থেকে বাদ দিলে তাই তো হবে 4.36 তো হয় আশা করি আমি ঠিকই বিয়োগ করেছি
So we'll not calculate like 4.36 square. Will not take out 4.36 square.
হ্যাঁ we calculate 4.36 square yes we have to calculate I don't get you calculate straightforward see I'm not able to teach all these calculations because this is class 9-10 formula is given put the values get the result how you calculate it's your problem I'm not going to teach how to find the value of sigma from there all the values are given every value is given Only value that is not given is sigma 2. So you calculate, put the values in the proper place and calculate. How you get it, it's your problem.
So it won't be 4.36 square, it will be 1.96 square.
কি করে?
Yes, sir.
Sir, x bar is 55.2,
Right.
and from there we have to subtract the x
Yes, sir.
bar.
Average marks
That is right.
55.2.
That is right. That is right. Right. So I have subtracted it from 57. Right. That is right. That is what you. That is right. I have made the mistake.
Yes, sir. Then
That's
it
fine.
will come 1.96, which we have to square.
That is fine. That is fine. But sigma 2 will be around this value. I think it will be around this value. You can check. It will be more than 11 points that, and less than. You just calculate and you will get it. You just calculate and you will get it. Put the correct values in the proper place and you will calculate it. That is the process. Formula is given, all the values are given, you just calculate. Okay?
Yes, sir.
ওকে হ্যাঁ মিস্টেকেনলি আমি x1 এর থেকে বাদ দিয়ে দিয়েছি ওটা একটা হচ্ছে x2 will be subtracted from 55, right? 55.2 minus 53.24, so that will be 1.96, right? Right.
Yes.
So instead of, it will be 1.96 square. It will be 1.96 square. That's right, and you calculate and get the values. I can tell you what will be the value, right? Just give me a minute. Exact value.